Would you still wanna reach for the stars to higher ground? Could you let go your fear of falling? Would you give up the safe and sound? You tell your heart to take another step. You've got another 1,000 miles to go. Unbreakable, you are the champion. You are the moment within your mental vision. You are unbreakable. You are the champion. You are the moment within your mental vision. You are unbreakable.
Good morning once again to the Singapore National Stadium. It's the 8th ASEAN Para Games. It's day 5 and we've got another packed schedule today, mainly in the afternoon. It's a slightly shortened morning. A couple of the events which were supposed to have heats are now going to a straight final. But we've got plenty of action both on the field and on the track. The field events, we've got the men's long jump, the F20, that begins just in a few minutes' time, and we'll be taking a good look at that over the first half an hour of today's programme. 8:40, the women's shot put, the wheelchair shot putters, they start at 8:40. The men's discus F32, 33, 34, that's at 8:50, and then the track events begin. We've got 3 consecutive 200 metre finals, T42, T44 and then T38. That's to be followed by the 2 heats of the men's 200 metres in the T37 category. And I'm not sure about the T12 category. There may or may not be heats for that. These events are continually subject to change. If somebody drops out, then heats aren't necessary any longer and we go straight to a final. Sometimes we get additional competitors, so we have to have heats.
F20 is for field athletes who have an intellectual impairment. These athletes find it hard to understand and apply new techniques and strategies.
So F20 is the category that we're going to be looking at, and here is the long jump final field. And well, there's a Singaporean interest there, Suhairi Suhani from Singapore. He finished 6th in the 400 metres, and he's going to be in the long jump. We've got Abdul Latif Romli from Malaysia, Hen Tak Saw from Myanmar, Felipus Colimau from Indonesia. Now you will remember Felipus Colimau, the 400 metre runner, gold medalist, and a really extraordinarily talented athlete. You'll also be able to pick him out quite easily from the bleach blonde hair.
To the track with a few 200 meters finals. We got the men's T42, T44.
Outside of Felipus Colimau, we've got Jakrit Nananchai from Thailand. We're just taking a look at Singapore's interest. Suhairi Suhani.
It looks to be an exciting
looking a little bit nervous there. Always difficult being the first jumper.
At the 8th ASEAN Para Games.
Singapore also have Mohamed Farihin Mazlan. He'll be the 6th jumper.
This is the men's long jump F20 final. Representing Singapore and 2013 SDSC National Para Track and Field Champion silver medalist, representing Singapore, Suhairi Suhani.
Just 18 years of age.
Representing Malaysia and 2014 Asian Para gold medalist, Abdul Latif Romli.
Gold medalist from Doha in Qatar, 7:35 Asian record.
Hein Tak 400-meter gold medalist representing Indonesia, Felipus Colimau.
Well, there's the distinctive bleached hair. In fact, I think it's a slightly yellowier colour today.
Representing
He's been
Thailand,
celebrating.
Jakrit Nanachai. Representing Singapore, Muhammad Farihin Maslan.
Youngest competitor in the field,
From Brunei,
just 15 years of age.
Muhammad Hafizuddin.
Another of the young contingent from Brunei.
Representing Indonesia, Fadli Amirullah.
Indonesia having a tremendous track and field
2014
tournament.
Asia Para Games silver medalist representing Malaysia, Fazli Fauzil.
Well, he will be
From
one of the favourites
Indonesia,
along with his teammate
Aldino
Abdul Latif Romli.
Waldi. Representing Malaysia, Zulkifli Abdullah.
Zulkifli Abdullah,
And
the least experienced of the
representing
Malaysian
Singapore,
contingent.
Muhammad Azmi Muhammad Amir.
And there we have
Ladies and
our
gentlemen,
third
these
Singaporean
are your finalists.
competitor. Well, this is a big field indeed. 12 competitors. And of course, they're on the track and they're all running around. This is the long jump. It's a very explosive event. We've got 3 athletes who competed in the 400 metres. Of course, Felipus Colimau of Indonesia, staggeringly successful with the gold medal winning run. Tense moments as Suhairi Suhani of Singapore prepares for the first jump in the T20 or F20, I should say, long jump competition. All about rhythm. Well, he's nicely on the board, and that's a good jump. It's the white flag. He'll be happy with that one. It's over 6 meters, I think. Very rangy stride, good on the board, and it's very good lift. He's out there, I think that's around 6:20, something like that, 6:30 in fact. What a good jump. Excellent start from Suhairi Suhani. Well, that's an excellent opening from the Singaporean jumper. Despite the nerves and the hanging around, good on the runway, good on the board, and very good lift. Sets a marker. Abdul Latif Romli. He can go over 7 meters, so we can expect something a bit special from this man. Still only 18 years of age. What a talent. Big man, rangy, good on the board, and oh my word, well that's right up at the 7 meter mark. Not his biggest jump ever, but that's going to be around the 7 meter mark. Tremendous opening jump from Abdul Latif Romli. Such power on the runway, such good elevation and good technique as well. This is a fine long jumper. 7 meters 22. Well, that's within 13 centimeters of the Asian record. That's already smashed the games record, which he held previously, 697, which he set at the beginning of last year in Naypyidaw. So the long jump competition off to an excellent start. I don't think we'll see anybody else getting very close to that 7:22 mark. Question is, can Abdul Latif Romli break the Asian record? He's got another 13 centimetres to find. Meanwhile, we've got Hen Hiat Saw of Myanmar on the runway. Always a little bit intimidating to jump just after the favourites jumped. Must be having a lot of negative thoughts in his mind at the moment. Needs to clear those out, think positively, focus on what he's done in training. Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. The waiting's over. He's off. Not so quick on the runway. And drops in at around 450, 460, something like that. Obviously not going to be contesting for the medals, but he's here on merit. He's taking part in the ASEAN Para Games. Can see those legs need to shoot through, and in fact, he's got the red flag. He's over on the board. You can see just at the front of the takeoff board they have a line of plasticine, and if there's any mark on the plasticine, then it's a no jump. Red flag goes up, that one won't count. Well, next to go is someone who will be quick on the runway. Felipus Colimau of Indonesia. It'll be interesting to see how he goes in the long jump, because this is a tremendous athlete, bounding along the runway. Oh, that's good. That's around the 6:30 mark as well. As expected, of course, he was quick. I think he was well back on the board there, so he could afford to be a little bit more ambitious on the board. Slightly old-fashioned style, the hitch kick. Don't often see that these days. And that's got to be around 6:40. Well, 6:31, I exaggerate a touch. So that edges him 1 centimetre ahead of Suhairi Suhani. This is certainly setting up to be a very good competition indeed. Next to go, Jakrit Nananchai of Thailand. Much shorter than the athletes that we've just seen. Height quite an advantage in the long jump. Short choppy stride, had to stretch a little to reach the board, and in fact didn't get the run up right. So no jump, was only around the 5 metre mark anyway. You see late on he chops the stride but couldn't chop enough, and the red flag went up straight away. Would have only been around 5:15, something like that anyway. So the second of the Singapore competitors, Mohamed Farahin Mazlan. Well, what a moment for him, just 15 years of age. Here he goes. Good luck. It's a good hang, and he's probably just over the 5 metre mark there. It's a decent hang. Probably needs to get a bit more pace on the runway. Obviously he's still growing. Legs shoot out quite nicely. The red flag stays down. That's good. He's got a mark on the board. And that's going to be 5:10, something like that. Next to go will be Mohammed Hafizuddin from Brunei. Competitor 106, 7th in the 400 metres. Here he goes. Well, he's working very hard down the runway.
Please look at the flag.
Now that one, another no jump. I thought he was clearly over the board. Let's have a look again. Oh dear, lost it completely as he approached the board, which is a shame because he got good leg stride. This is what can happen in competition. The extra adrenaline, you find yourself getting to the board quicker than you expected. Chopped his stride but couldn't chop it enough. Obviously a good jumper though. This event a little bit difficult for the organisers, the officials there. The competitors do tend to lose focus a little bit. They have to be reminded of where they need to be and when they need to be there. Fadli Amarullah of Indonesia, competitor 157. Settling into the sprinting rhythm. And whoa, look at this. That must be 650, 660, something like that. And look at the elevation that he gets on this jump. Very springy, bounding along, then settles for pace. Look at the height. Probably could have shot the feet a little further forward at the finish there. Brought them down a little bit quickly, but that's a big jump. That's going to put him in silver medal position. 665. Competitor number 2, Mohammed Fazli Faisal. Second of the Malaysian competitors. Malaysia having a tremendous tournament. Currently second in the table for gold medals, just 2 behind Indonesia. Great achievement for Malaysia. Here they go. Oh, that's excellent. That's over 6 metres. Good on the board, I think. No problem with the red flag there. Just leant back a little bit as he landed. That will take away some of the distance. See him going for the hang technique rather than the hitch kick that we saw earlier, which was the older style, and 626. Aldino Waldi from Indonesia, another of the youngsters, 18 years of age. It's a very youthful competition, this. Speeding up as he hits the board. And it's another good jump. That's over 6 meters as well. We're going to see a very close competition here, I think. Gold medal, I think, is pretty much assured for Abdul Latif Romli. But the rest of the competitors will be battling hard. Hang technique, quite good. Maybe not quite enough elevation, and the legs could have shot out a bit further. 6.39, yeah, I didn't think it was going to be 6.9 something. 6 meters, 39 centimeters. As far as I can see at the moment, that puts him into bronze medal position. At the moment we have the hot favourite Abdul Latif Romli in first position, Fadli Amarullah in second, and that's put Aldino Waldi Waldi of Indonesia into the bronze position. So he'll be happy with his opening jump, and the next competitor to go will be the third of the Malaysians, Zulkifli Abdullah. Well, in fact, this is it. Mohammed Azmi Mohammed Amir of Singapore. Got the smoothest technique. Didn't really get the lift that we've seen elsewhere. Concentrates as he hits the board. Hits the board quite nicely. The hang technique is okay. A little over 5 meters, 5.08. So that completes the first round. And we're back with Suhairi Suhani of Singapore, ready to take his second jump. .30 with his first jump. You can see they're just tidying up the pit, brushing the sand back into it. The red cone indicating that there's no chance of jumping rather. And we're not far off the first of the track events of the day. That will be the T42 men's 200 meters. That's a final starting at 9 o'clock. There's a Singapore interest in that as well. Liu Tek Hua. Never good to be the first of the jumpers. At the end of each round, they tend to do a little bit of housekeeping, and that slows everything down. We're seeing up there the number 201. That's Zulkifli Abdullah's number from Malaysia. Now, he didn't jump. I thought he was supposed to go before Mohammed Azmi Mohammed Amir. His number's up at the moment. He still hasn't taken his first round jump. Well, that's the distinctive figure of Abdul Latif Romli, leader of the competition at the moment, and I think very likely to stay leader of the competition. Hen Tatzor of Myanmar wandering around, a lot of hanging about for everybody. Golden rule with the running spikes: always make sure you do a double knot when you tie up the laces. Suhairi Suhani prowling around. think he's in 5th position after the first round. Okay. Well, it looks like Zulkifli Abdullah has scratched. And we've got the first jumper for the second round, Singapore's Zuhairi Suhani. Rubbing shoulders with some very, very good athletes here. The best of the 3 Singapore jumpers, no question at all. Now head down, focus. It's a big jump. I think that might be, well, it's going to be around the 6:30 mark again. His fans in the stadium happy with that. Look of determination on his face. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be quite as long as his first jump. Oh, it is. It's 6:45. Good effort. Well, and more applause when the distance was shown on the board there. That takes him past Philippus Colimau and past Aldino Waldi. And I think that puts him in bronze position at the moment. Long way to go. Each of the competitors has 6 jumps, as is traditional in the long jump. Of course, the best distance counts, and then if there should be a dead heat, then we go on count back and we see what the second best jump was like. But this is the only man with 7 meters to his name, Abdul Latif Romli. 7:22 with his first jump. His Asian record is 7:35. Oh, and they like that one. That's over 7 meters again. I think he's gone a little bit further with that one, and he's looking at the pit. He's wondering if he's crossed that 7:30 mark. Well, everything is good about this. Long stride. He chops the stride as he approaches the board. And that's fantastic elevation. 7:39, we have a new Asian record. 7:39 for Abdul Latif Romli in the second round of the long jump. You can just hear in the background that the stadium announcer is recognising the achievement of Abdul Latif Romli. Well, that's even harder for Hein Tatsor. No jump in the first round. He knows he's nothing like the sort of jumper that Abdul Latif Romli is. Just wants to get a mark on the board. Don't think he's going to be looking at much more than 5 meters. There he goes, nothing like the athlete that we've just seen. Oh, and he's over the board again, I think, there. Yep, red flag. Really not getting it quite right on the run-up. Way over the board. And the jump was going to be about 440. So he's not going to be in competition for the medals, but he's here, he's earned the right to be here. And it's a big field, and that always makes the event that bit more entertaining. Stretches out the gap between competitors. Takes around 20 minutes to get through each round, so could take a couple of hours, this competition, finishing by 10:30. It's a slightly truncated morning this morning. A couple of the events which we were expecting to have heats, there's been a competitor dropped out, and that means that they go to a straight final. We haven't got quite so many victory ceremonies this morning, and they've been shuffled around a little. Philippus Colimau on the runway. Well, you could hear him jump in there, even if you couldn't see him, because our attention is shifting now to the track. And we're looking at the final of the men's 200 metres in the T42 category.
T42 is for athletes with a moderate impairment in one leg or the loss of limbs. They adjust for asymmetric balance both in the start position and running pattern.
So that's the classification for T42. We've got 4 competitors from Singapore. In lane 3 we've got Liu Tek Hua. He's 35 years of age, came 4th in the 100 metres. Outside of him we have Nang Wing Tint Nang Win from Myanmar. He's 31 years of age and took the bronze medal in the 100 metres. Tawachai Morapat goes in lane 5 from Thailand. He's just 26 years of age, took the silver medal in the 100 metres. And the hot favourite for this one, Mulyono of Indonesia, 35 years of age, later this month, and he took the gold medal in the 100 metres in a new games record. So all of these competitors were in the 100 metres, and 2 of them were in the long jump as well. And the long jump gold went to Tawachai Morapat of Thailand, with the silver medal going to Mulyono of Indonesia. And there is the Singaporean competitor, Liu Tek Hua.
3, representing Singapore, Liu Tek Hua. In lane 4 from Myanmar, Nang Wing Tint. In lane 5 from Thailand, the game's record holder, Tawachai Morapat.
That record stands at 28.77.
In lane 6 from Indonesia, Mulyono.
Well, the Indonesians having a tremendous battle for the top position in the track and field events, and at the moment they're in pole position. And although Tawachai Morapat is the record holder, I fancy Mulyono could well take the gold here. I think we're looking at lanes 5 and 6 for gold and silver, and the battle between Liu Tek Hua and Nang Wing Tint Nang Win, to give him his full name, from Myanmar, for the bronze. Time to look for is 28.77, the the games record set by Tawachai in Naypyidaw at the beginning of last year. Mulyono in lane 6, Tawachai Morapat lane 5, hot favourites. Well, and on the outside, Mulyono gets a great start. Tawachai Morapat's got a lot of ground to make up, but he's into his rhythm now, and on the inside, Liu Tek Hua having a good run. Liu Tek Hua's in the bronze position, but it's the 2 favourites, 1 and 2. Mulyono in the lead, but here comes Tawachai Morapat. Tawachai Morapat has come past his man. Can he hold on? Mulyono can't come back. Tawachai Morapat's going to be there first. Tawachai takes gold in a new games record. Mulyono second, and in third place, well, it's Nang Wing Tint, and Liu Tek Hua gave it everything over the first 100 metres and just burnt out, had nothing left for the home straight, and so the defending champion comes home first. Well, there's no question Mulyono got out to a good start, but once he gets going, the Thai has a longer leg stride, and he was always catching his man from the 100 metres mark. He was level, and once he got ahead, there was nothing that the Indonesian could do to close the gap. But we've had a tremendous race there, and I think that was just inside the old games record. "26 years of age, very much in his prime, Tawachai Moropat." There we have the whole field, and Liu Tekhwa a little bit distressed there. He went out quickly. He certainly gave it his best, but I think in the last 80 metres his early effort had taken so much out of him. But a spirited run from Liu Tekhwa, and congratulations to the three medalists. So Tawachai Moropat joins the list of the athletes with 3 medals to their name. There are 3 athletes who've got 3 golds so far. They are Felicia Mikat of Malaysia, gold in 100, 200 and 400 in the T13 category. They are Nanda Shaliha, who took gold in 100, 200 and 400 in the T45, 46, 47 category. And Setio Budihartanto, who took the gold in the 100 metres, triple jump and the long jump for T47 category. 2 competitors have got 2 golds and a silver. Gerald Pete, who took gold in 100 metres and 200 metres, and the silver in the 400 in the wheelchair race. And Sutano, who took the gold in the javelin, gold in the shot put, and silver in the discus in the F42-43 category. And those champions are now joined by Tawachai Moropat, also in the T42 category. Gold in the 200 metres, gold in the long jump, silver in the 100. Congratulations, Tawachai Moropat. So our attention, at least briefly, can go back to the men's long jump that we were watching. And here we go. Oh, it's a nice jump. That's out over 650. That's Aldino Waldi. I think that's a good 650 there. If that's confirmed, that could well put him in bronze position. It's his second jump. See this again. Very relaxed. Nice height, good shoot of the legs. That must be about 645, 650. What can we see? Oh, agony. It was 6-something-7. But we'll have to wait for confirmation of that jump from Aldino Waldi of Indonesia. Now this is the man of mystery. I didn't see him jump in the first round. Zulkifli Abdullah of Malaysia. Well, there's a dot by his name for the first round. Now, you get an X if it's a no jump, and in that case, the dot indicates that he just didn't take a jump. So, first jump from Zulkifli Abdullah. The third of the Malaysian jumpers. Just 19 years of age. Slightly stuttering there on the runway, and he's only out at about 570. Gets the white flag, but lost his rhythm as he approached the board. He could see that he was overstepping. Long strides to begin with. They always chop, but that's that little adjustment. Well, it meant he got a legal jump in, but he lost his momentum. That little stutter cost him. hits the ground at around the 550 metre mark. So we have Singaporean Mohammed Azmi Mohammed Amir. .508 in the first round. Can he improve on that? I think we'll just have time for Mohammed Azmi's jump, and then we'll be back on the track. There's another 200-metre final coming up. Well, if it's legal, that's better. No, disappointed look. I think he got the red flag. Take a look at it again, but I thought he'd overstepped, which is a shame because it was a nice big jump. Let's see if we can see. Head down, focused. Yep, he's well over the board there. Would have been around 560, 570. Looks round and sees the red flag go up. So disappointment for Mohammed Azmi. Suhairi Suhani, 6:45 in the second round, his best so far. Looks to me like he could go further than that. We'll need above 6 meters 50 to get among the medals. Those little nervous ticks, the fingers moving, just settling himself, going through it. How does it feel? What would I feel like at what position? Here he goes. Well, if that's a legal jump, then that's pushed him out over the 650 mark. He likes that one. There's no red flag. He's above the 650 there, no question at all. Oh my, that's a good jump. That's got to be 660, I would have thought. Difficult to judge from this angle. And we've been lingering on this so we can bring you the Singaporean jumpers, but we really do have to get across to the men's 200-metre final in the T44 category, which is taking place shortly.
T44 is for athletes with the moderate impairment in one lower leg or the loss of one limb. All have difficulty accelerating out of the blocks.
Well, this final of the 200 metres should be a bit special, really. We've got lots of athletes we've seen before. We've got San Mao from Cambodia, who took bronze in the 400 metres. Wagio from Indonesia, who took silver in both the 100 and 400 metres. We've got Sutis Wamsamut of Thailand, bronze in the 100, fourth in the long jump, fifth in the 400. Shaiful Dawang of Malaysia, sixth in the 100, silver in the long jump. Chimpan of Cambodia, who we saw fourth in the 100, sixth in the 400. Cho Cho Win of Myanmar, who took gold in a new games record in the 400 metres and bronze in the long jump. Lane 7 is empty, and Rashidi of Indonesia goes in lane 8. Gold in the 100 metres, gold in the long jump, one of the golden boys of this track and field meet. So Wagio, the second of the Indonesians, 2 silvers so far. Sutis Wamsamut. This is the 4th event we've seen him competing in.
From Malaysia, Saiful Dawang.
Saiful Dawang got a silver in the long jump, only 6th in the 100 metres.
Cambodia, Chim Pan.
Chimpan, the oldest man in the field, 47 years of
From
age.
Myanmar, the 400-meter gold medalist and games record holder, Cho Win.
Cho Win, 26 years of age, gold medalist already.
Double gold medalist already at this Para Games, Rashidi. Ladies and gentlemen, your finalists. for
So
the
Rashidi in the outside, Indonesian,
44.
27 years of age, in his prime. Gold in the 100, gold in the long jump. Can he add a 3rd gold and become the 4th competitor on track and field to be the winner of 3 gold medals? 2 of the others are his fellow countrymen, or countryman and countrywoman from Indonesia. Well, we're looking Wagyo in lane 2, Sutis Wamsamut lane 3, Rashidi out in lane 8, and also Cho Win, not the quickest off the mark, but he's a very good sprinter once he gets going. He's out in lane 6. Very long hold, and Rashidi's got off to a quick start on the outside, and I think in lane 3 Sutis Wamsamut as well. Sutis Wamsamut, Wagyo inside him, Rashidi on the outside, and Cho Win. Those 4 are well away from the field, but Cho Win's in the lead at the moment. Cho Win's coming away to take his 2nd gold medal of the competition. Will it be a new record? Just misses the record, but Cho Win, in a very, very strong field, comes through to take gold. Well, great excitement there. Cho Win, not quick enough off the mark for the 100 metres, but once he gets going, you can see the runners in lanes 2 and 3, Wagyo and Sutis Wamsamut, making up the stagger, and at this stage the tie is level with him, but Cho Win, once he gets going, really goes away from the field. Rashidi did well to come back at him to take 2nd, and it's Wagyo in 3rd for bronze. Sutis Wamsamut just couldn't keep it going, more of an outright sprinter, fading in the last stages. So it's gold to Myanmar, silver and bronze to Indonesia, and that will be Myanmar's 3rd gold medal, and this guy's brought them 2 of them. No wonder he's parading his nation's flag. Take a bow, Cho Win. Gold medalist and games record breaker in the 400 metres, and now gold medalist in the 200 metres. So Cho Win is another triple medalist, 2 golds and a bronze, and that puts him level with Huyen Thi Toi of Vietnam, who took gold in the 100 and gold in the 200, and the bronze in the long jump, the 51-year-old veteran. Well, I have to say that these 200-metre races in particular are hugely entertaining. This is the result of the earlier race. Tawachai Morapat, 28.49, a new games record. Mulyono ran him all the way, 28.86, and the other 2 competitors a fairly long way back, but very game indeed. An excellent 200 metres race. Well, we can bring you a 3rd in very short order, the T38 200 metres final. And once again, that promises to be a hugely competitive race. but the hot favourite for that will be Harry Das.
T38 is for athletes with a low degree of impairment affecting the lower trunk and legs, whole body, or a low to moderate degree of impairment down one side. They have to compensate for asymmetry and reduce coordination of muscle movements.
So the T38 category, 5 competitors. Dam Koeng from Thailand goes in lane 1. He was 4th in the 100, 5th in the 400 metres. We've got Suyono of Indonesia. He took the silver in the 100 metres and the bronze in the 400. But Harry Das is the hot favourite for this from Malaysia. We saw him take gold in the 100, gold in the 400. Van Dinh Duong of Vietnam, 6th in the 100, 8th in the 400. And outside we've got Amir Firdaus Jamaluddin of Malaysia, and he took gold in the long jump and bronze in the 100 metres. So Suyono is the record holder with 25.04. He set that in his own country in Solo, Indonesia, back in 2011. Amazing thing with Suyono is that he's actually 43 years of age now, and yet still able to compete at the very top level. But this is the young gun, Harry Das of Malaysia. He's really stormed to the 2 golds so far. I was wondering whether he had the stamina for the 400 metres, but in the 400 he went out fast and nobody could pull him back. So he's got good stamina as well as good speed, so it's almost inconceivable that he would not win the gold in this race. That's Dam Koeng of Thailand. Probably 3rd place would be the limit of his ambition. That's not to belittle his efforts. An excellent athlete in his own right, but just can't live with Harry Das and Suyono. I'll allow the stadium announcer to give the names of the runners in this final of the men's 200 metres T38 category. Dam Koeng just looking around the stadium, probably wondering why they can't get on with things. Suyono, I think he's meditating there, getting in the zone, as they say. Thailand still a little bit disappointed with their showing in the track and field. 17 golds so far, but Indonesia have got 23. Malaysia 21, Vietnam 12, Philippines 4. Myanmar started the day with 2, now that's 3.
And ladies and gentlemen, back to the track for the men's 200 meters T38 final.
Okay, we're ready to go.
In lane 1, representing Thailand, Damkon Wonnontapuk. In lane 2, from Indonesia, the game's record holder, Suyono.
Record holder at 200, silver in the 100, bronze in the 400.
Representing Malaysia, gold medalist in the 400 meters and 100 meters, Krishna Kumar Haridas.
Haridas, double gold medalist already,
Representing Vietnam,
just about to get his third, we shall see. Took the silver in the long jump.
The long jump gold medalist and 8 of bronze in the 100 meters from Malaysia, Amir Firdaus Jamaluddin. Ladies and gentlemen, your finalists for the men's 200 meters T38.
2 Malaysians, 1 Indonesian, 1 Thai and 1 Vietnamese. All eyes on lane 3. Haridas, the likely winner, and can he break the 25-second mark? It's a good lane for him to be running in, Haridas. He's a tall man, so the inside lane is a little bit tight for the taller man. Lane 3, lane 4, they're the favourites. Or the favourite lanes to run in, I should say. Favourites for this race, no question, lanes 3 and 2. Well, Suyono's stolen a yard at the start, but Haridas into his running now. It's those two with Amir Firdaus Jamaluddin on the outside. But the form runners are going well now, and it's Haridas who's got a yard on Suyono. Amir Firdaus Jamaluddin going well on the outside, and they're all abreast across there. It could be a photo finish. Is he going to hold on? Just about manages to hold on. Haridas first, Suyono second, Amir Firdaus Jamaluddin third. Well, it's no games record, but it is a very, very quick race and much closer than most of us expected. Well, it's a third gold medal for Haridas, but man, he had to work for it. Suyono, great start. Stole a yard at the start, but on the outside, Amir Firdaus Jamaluddin, gold medalist from the long jump, really powering along, and with competitors on both flanks, Haridas not distracted, kept his stride going and took gold. How close is that? 3 competitors within a metre of one another, but no doubt in who was the winner. Haridas from Malaysia, gold in 100, gold in 400, and now gold in silver too, gold in 200 too. That's confirmation of the earlier result. Cho win 24.74, Rashidi 25.42 and Wagio 25.60. Good times by the other competitors there, the 2 Cambodians, or the 1 Cambodian rather. Mao San bringing up the rear. Shaiful Dawang a little bit disappointed with his 29.47. And Sutis Wamsamut having to miss out on the medals. Close, but couldn't quite get up on the 2 Indonesians. But no denying the gold medal for Cho Win, the 3rd medal for his country, 3rd gold medal for his country, and his own 2nd gold medal. Well, that's all the activity on the track for a little while now. We do have another final a little later in the 200 metres. So I'm thinking that we will probably return to the long jump, where the competition was really hotting up.
And our men's long jump finalists have completed their third round. Still in the lead, world champion Abdullah Bromley. And in second place, representing Indonesia, Aldino Wasmi.
Well, in fact, we're going to have some victory ceremonies, or at least one victory ceremony. That's going to be the men's discus, F54-55, an event that took place yesterday. Well, these were the results from the F54-55 discus yesterday. It took place yesterday afternoon, so they've had to wait till today for the prize presentation. Aryadi Saputra of Indonesia winning gold with a throw of 27.29. Joel Balalukan of the Philippines took silver with 24.13, and Haji Jumat Shari of Brunei took the bronze with 20.45. The other competitors were Japsun Hung of Malaysia, he threw 19.93, and Matasan Haslan of Brunei, who managed 13.01. Shortly we'll see the three medalists coming out to receive their awards in the first victory ceremony of day 5 of the track and field. Here we have confirmation of the result of the 200 metres we've just watched. Krishna Kumar Haridas, 25.68, outside the gold record, the world record, or sorry, the games record, get it right. Suyono, the holder of the games record, 25.82, a great run for a man in his 40s. And Amir Firdaus Jamaluddin of Malaysia, who pushed them all the way, taking the bronze. Just confirmation that we're waiting for the victory ceremony for the men's discus in the F54-55 category. That's scheduled for 9:30 this morning, and at the moment things are running very much to schedule.
Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony for the men's discus throw F55.
Of course, all the 50 categories are wheelchair athletes. The first digit, the 5, indicates that they're wheelchair athletes. The second number indicates the degree of impairment that they have.
And he's accompanied by Mrs. Fauzia Saleh, Jeffrey Shong, Brunei.
Technically very difficult, the discus, for the wheelchair athletes. They each have to be strapped into position, and they make no use of the lower body, which of course is so important in the throwing events.
Haji Jumaat Sahri from Brunei.
Haji Jumat Sari from Brunei, 20 metres 45 to take the bronze. That was his throw in the final round. And in fact, prior to that final throw, he was lying in 4th position. So he pulled the big one out at the finish and managed to steal the bronze medal from Jap Sun Hung. No wonder he's smiling.
Silver medalist from the Philippines, Joe Balatucan.
Joe Balatucan from the Philippines, 35 years of age, 24-13 he threw. That was in the 4th round. Was consistent throughout, but that was the only throw that he went beyond the 24-metre mark, and that left him a good 3 metres shy of the gold medal position.
Gold medalist and ASEAN Para Games champion from Indonesia, Riyadi Saputra.
Riyadi Saputra from Indonesia took the gold with 27-29. It was his final round throw. He was already in gold position, of course. Threw one other throw above 26 metres and 2 above 25. So consistently the best thrower and a worthy winner of the gold medal. So as we have so many times over the last few days, we're about to hear the Indonesian national anthem again.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, your medalists for the men's discus throw at 55.
A nice kiss blown to the crowd there by Riyadi Saputra. Gold medalist in the F54-55 category for the discus. Silver medal, Joe Balatucan from Philippines. Bronze medal, Haji Jumat Sari from Brunei. Brunei having a pretty good games of it, really. 1 gold, 1 silver and 4 bronze now. This was the winning throw. And from a seated position, that's extraordinary power to generate. Excellent performance from Riyadi Saputra.
Once again, we'd like to give a very big welcome to everyone who is here at the stadium with us. We are currently on day 5 of athletics at the 8th ASEAN Para Games 2023. 2015. We've had a really exciting past 4 days with back-to-back events, lots of medals being won as well. However, in case you weren't here to join us yesterday, here's a little bit of the highlights.
Well, while the stadium screen shows some highlights from yesterday, we'll be preparing ourselves for a second victory ceremony. This is also an event that took place yesterday. The next category up, F56-57, the discus. Confirmation of the result. Alan Sastra of Indonesia, so another gold for Indonesia with a huge throw of 40 meters 50 centimeters. This is a higher number, the category. You can see this is F56-57, so they have more use of their trunk than the previous athletes that we saw, and that's why the distances are so much further. Chao Ngoc Hong from Vietnam took the silver. It was a good competition, very close between the top three, and Huynh Bay Hao of Vietnam took the bronze. Elsewhere, Sakchai Yimbanchang of Thailand was fourth, Tong Ray of Cambodia was fifth, Kadir Hidan of Brunei was sixth position, and Faridul Masri of Malaysia brought up the rear with 25 meters and 10 centimeters.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the victory ceremony for the men's discus throw, F57. Please welcome the medalists. Medals will be presented by Colonel Cho Sung, member ASEAN Parasports Federation Board of Governors, and he's accompanied by Mrs. Fauzia Saleh, Chef de Mission Brunei. medalist, representing Vietnam, Nguyen Bơ Hao.
Nguyen Bê Hao of Vietnam
Medalist,
collecting his bronze medal.
Vietnam, Chao Ngong Hung.
His fellow countryman,
Collecting on behalf
Chao Nok Hung.
of Chao
Well, that's
is
not
his
Chao.
coach, Vong Chi Dong. Gold medalist, an 8th ASEAN Para Games champion from Indonesia, Alan Sastra.
Alan Sastra, 40 metres, 50 centimetres was his winning throw, and that was in the final round. However, he was already in first position. He also had a 38.88 and a 38.55, so he won by a fairly small margin, but he did have 3 throws that were bigger than anything anyone else in the competition managed. And it's yet another gold medal for Indonesia.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Congratulations,
please rise
Alan
for the
Sastra.
national anthem of Indonesia. Presenting your medalists for the men's discus throw F57.
So our congratulations once again to Alan Sastra of Indonesia, gold medalist. Silver and bronze both going to Vietnam. But another victory for the Indonesians. Although Indonesia are on top of the table because they've won the most golds, it's Thailand who've won the most medals in total. They've taken 57 medals altogether, but 17 of them have been gold. Indonesia have only won 49 medals, but have had 23 golds, and it's how many golds you win that counts. In between those two, Malaysia, 21 golds, and Vietnam giving a very good account of themselves. They've picked up 12 golds as well. Just confirmation that there will be a third victory ceremony, and that will be for the event that we saw take place earlier today, the T42 200 metres race. Tawachai Morapat, the gold medalist from the 200 metres, probably hardly have time to cool down before collecting his medal, and I don't suppose that will be any hardship to him at all. Slightly abbreviated programme this morning, as a couple of the 200 metres were supposed to be going to heats, and in the event somebody's dropped out, and so it will be a straight final. We have got some more victory ceremonies. Should be also getting the medals from the T44 and T38 categories for 200 metres. Later on we should be having the victory ceremony for F34 discus for men and the F55 shot put for women. Those are the events that took place at the start of the day.
Victory ceremony for the men's 200 metres T42. Please welcome the medalists. Medals will be presented by Mr. Peter, member ASEAN Parasports Federation, Board of Excellence.
Mang Win Tint of Myanmar, the first athlete there. On the far side, the veteran from Indonesia, Mulyono,
Bronze medalist,
the man in the middle,
representing
Tawachai
Myanmar,
Morapat, the gold medalist.
Wing Tint. Silver medalist, representing Indonesia, Mulyono.
Mulyono, the games record holder, delighted with the silver. At his age, an extraordinary performance.
And 8th ASEAN Para Games champion from Thailand, Tawachai Morapat.
So that's his second gold medal, his third medal of any colour, 2 golds and a silver, puts him firmly up at the top, up towards the top of the multi-medalist board.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your medalists for the men's 200 meters T42.
Well, both the gentlemen on the left of the screen our multi-medalists. Tawachai Morapat from Thailand, 2 golds and a silver. Mulyono from Indonesia, 2 silvers and a gold. And they gave us a great run. Mulyono was quicker off the blocks, but once he got into his stride, Tawachai Morapat covering more ground with each stride, and there's a similar cadence. So if you've got a longer stride and the same rhythm, you're going to get there quicker. It's all in the mathematics. Doesn't look an easy running style with the right leg throwing outwards, but he accommodates that extremely well, covers the ground very, very quickly.
Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 3 field events going on: the discus, the shot put, and the long jump. We've already seen an Asian record set by Abdul Latif Romley from Malaysia. We got a few more track events. Let's be waiting for those to start. Our cameras going around the stadium, wanting to say a good morning and a big hello to everyone here. We see all those people there looking very happy this Tuesday morning. Hello, Andy and Abdul. Japanwe.
Back at the long jump, we're just watching the Indonesian Aldino Waldi Waldi. Consistently good jumping. I saw that was 6 meters 40. Fadli Amarula, first jump of 6.65 was his longest, or is his longest so far. Settles down to quick speed, chops the stride, and that's a red flag. Well over the board there, no question. So he'll have to settle for that first round jump of 6.65. It's as good as it gets. Red flag instantly up. He was actually well over. Quite nice to see the hitch kick style. Don't often see that these days. .666, third round. The best jump so far for Suhairi Suhani of Singapore. Can he go bigger? Well, he was very short on the board. He's happy with it. Looked to me like it was up about the 660 mark. Not sure it will have improved his position. Quite short on the board there. Barely touching the border. I don't think that's going to be any longer than the 666. And here we have the final jumper. After 3 jumps, they change sequence so that the person in last place is the first to jump and the person in first place is the last to jump. So here we have Abdul Latif Romli of Malaysia. He's got the gold in the bag, and I think Suhairi Suhani has the silver in the bag. We're yet to confirm that. Abdul Latif Romli, new Asian record set earlier. Can he pull out the big jump to finish with? Here he goes, familiar style. Oh, it's enormous. That is huge. That's going to be a new Asian record. That is an enormous jump. Excellent on the board, and the legs shoot out in front of him. We can see the measure on the left-hand side. That looks to be a new record. He's happy with it. The crowd are happy with it. 7:43. Well, an extraordinary way to wrap up a fine sequence of jumps from Abdul Latif Romli. It's been an excellent long jump competition.
T37 is for athletes with a moderate impairment down one side. They have to compensate for asymmetry in the start, stride, and overall power distribution.
So the category T37, 200 metres, we've got 2 heats for this. And in heat number 1, we have, well, a lot of familiar figures. We've seen them before in the 100, the 400, and in one case in the long jump. This is the guy we saw in the long jump, Hafizul Firdaus.
Lane 3 from Singapore, Lionel To.
Lionel To, 6th in the 100 metres. We'll be hoping to make the final here.
Lane 4 from Thailand, Sakpet Sewang.
Sakpet Sewang, silver in the 100, silver in the 400.
Lane 5, representing Malaysia, Muhammad Khairi Ismail.
5th in the 100 metres.
And lane 6 from Vietnam, gold medalist in the 400 and 100 meters, Le Van Man.
Le Van Man from Vietnam,
Ladies and gentlemen,
another competitor for
men's 200
Athlete of the Games.
37 and heat
Gold in
one.
100, gold in 400. It's difficult to decide which was more impressive, really. He's not the quickest starter, but once he gets going, he's got a tremendous economy of stride, covers the ground very quickly. This is just a heat, so we are only losing one of these athletes. I think 4 of them will qualify for the final. Well, Le Van Man got a very lazy start. He knows he doesn't have to do too much to go through, but Sakpet Sewang blasting away the tie in the middle, and at the moment Le Van Man's only third. Lionel To having a very good run. Lionel To going very well. He's in second place at the moment. Le Van Man coming through, but there's no doubt Sakpet Sewang will win the race. Sakpet Sewang first, while Le Van Man beat him on the line, but Lionel To in third position. A good run from the Singaporean. Well, Le Van Man really taking it very easy at the start there. No need to expend too much energy, but Sakpet Sewang wanted to make it a proper race. Le Van Man knew that he was going to qualify comfortably. The Thai trying to make a point. Double silver medalist, Sakpet Sewang. But look at the pace that Le Van Man's got when he gets going. At this stage he was 10 metres down. By the time they reached the finishing line, well, he'd just about taken the lead. And number 3 there, Lionel To in the third lane, competitor 269 from Singapore, goes through to the final. And so we're ready for the second of the heats for T37. Chairat Thaion of Thailand goes in lane 2. He took the bronze in the 100 metres and was 4th in the 400. Jaffa Weko of Indonesia, he was 5th in the 400 metres. Huyn Hu Tin of Vietnam, 7th in the 100, 6th in the 400, and took the bronze in the long jump. And Jacqueline Ganding of Malaysia, the youngster, 16 years of age, finished 4th in the 100 metres, a little bit unfortunate there. So not as competitive a race as the first heat. Well, there we can see Jacqueline Ganding of Malaysia. Fresh-faced youngster. Against some fairly grizzled older competitors, to be honest. Particularly Chairat Thaion from Thailand. He'll be the hot favourite to win this, but don't forget this is just qualifying, these are heats. Final for these 200 metres will take place this afternoon. So these guys don't want to expend too much energy this morning. It's not like the 400 metres where you go into oxygen deficit, but don't want to do too much this morning. Plenty of time this afternoon. The final's scheduled for 4:20. So they've got a good few hours. They can cool down, stretch, have some lunch, relax. Some athletes like to take a nap in the early afternoon and come back and start their warm-up procedure all over again. Jafar Waco, competitor 164. I think I heard the starter calling them to their marks, but clearly not ready yet. Confirmation of the times from that first race. Leif Han Man, 26.89, and he took it really like a training day. Saiwan Satpet, 26.94, and Lionel To from Singapore, 27.86. Good time. Comfortably through to the final. Be interesting to see if anybody breaks that figure in this second heat. Wen Hu Tin. Seen him already 3 times in this competition. 100 metres, 400 metres, long jump. Saw him on the podium for the long jump, bronze medalist there. And we've seen him several times supporting other Vietnamese athletes, assisting some of the blind athletes when they've gone up to the podium. As with all the teams, there's this lovely camaraderie, both between teammates and between the teams as well. Time where international athletics is looking a little bit cynical and sad. It's nice to see the freshness of these competitors.
In lane 2, from Thailand, Chairat Thawon.
Favourite for this heat, bronze medalist in the 100 metres.
Lane 3, from Indonesia, Waco Jafar. Lane 4, from Vietnam, athlete 352, Yen Hu Tin.
Wen Hu Tin, bronze medalist in the long jump, also competed over 100 and 400.
Lane 5, from Malaysia, Jacqueline Ganding.
Jacqueline Ganding, youngest runner in the field,
Ladies and gentlemen,
4th in the 100 metres. Certainly love to go one better than that in the 200. So 4 going in this heat, and with 9 competitors, it will be the 8 fastest qualifiers who go through to the final. So they're not all guaranteed a place. Look out for Chairat Thawon, lane 2. Well, Jacqueline's got a good start on the outside, and so has Jafar Waco. And at the moment, Chairat Thawon hasn't really made a move. Jacqueline going well on the outside. He's got 3 or 4 metres on the rest of the field. Doesn't really need to go too hard to the finish. He's losing a little bit of form. Chairat Thawon coming back at him, but Jacqueline's going to hang on to win. Thawon second, and Jafar Waco third. Wen Hu Tin comes in 4th position. So that's a pretty good time, 27.09. Got a really good start. Really good start. Got away quickly. Tied up a little bit in the home straight, but nobody in the field was working that hard to try and pull him in. Struggling a little from about 40-50 metres out. Enough momentum to see him through for a good time, good qualification. So confirmation of the results from that 200 metres second heat. Jacqueline Ganding of Malaysia, 27.13. Charak Taon, 27.45, but I think he can go a bit quicker than that. Jaffa Wako, 27.85, and even Huyn Hu Tin, 28.74. Decent times. That concludes the track events for this morning's session. There are some more victory ceremonies. Oh, my apologies. Appears that we will be having heats for the T12. Originally, they were cancelled, the heats for the T12.
T12 is for athletes with a visual impairment. Their vision is constricted to a radius of less than 5 degrees and or the ability to recognise a moving object at a distance of 1 metre.
So in fact we will be having heats. We've got Chaya Somdek from Thailand, Ganja Jatnika from Indonesia, and Muhammad Ali Hanafia from Malaysia. So we're looking at competitor 153, Jatnika Janja of Indonesia. And this is Hanafia. We saw him make a big impression in the 100 metres where he took the bronze medal. It's a pretty competitive 200 metre heat. There are 3 competitors in this heat, 2 in the other, and they have to be trimmed down to just 4 competitors for the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your athletes for Heat 1. Lane 3 from Thailand, Somdech Chaya. Lane 5 from Indonesia, Ganja Jatnika.
Ganja Jatnika of Indonesia, 33 years of age.
And lane 7, Malaysia, Muhammad Ali Hanafia.
So he's the late entrant.
This is
We weren't sure that he was going to take part. Silver medalist in the long jump, bronze medalist in the 100 metres. Surely favourite for this heat. Games record stands at 23.52. So in this category, you can go with a guide or on your own. They're away, and on the outside, Hanafia's absolutely flying. The young Malaysian's going well, and he's eased off a little bit now. On the inside, Somdek Chaya's coming through well. Ganjar Jatnika's going well as well. He's left his guide behind, but he's not going to get up there, and it's going to be a great finish. The young man wants to finish first. Hanafia takes the first position. Somdek Chaya finishes second, and Ganjar Jatnika in third place. Well, if that's confirmed, that time of 23:37, that's a new games record. He did twitch on the start line there. Surprised the starter didn't pull him back. Now, he went very hard for 80 metres or so, eased up a little, and at that stage, Somdek Chaya was ahead of him, and then suddenly, Hanafia hit the afterburners. You could see him look across, he didn't want to lose that. The knee lift was good. Very comfortable, very confident through the line, and I think that's a new games record. Well, that's certainly laid down a marker. A great run from Hanafia of Malaysia. And Somdek Chaya also going well. Now, there's only 2 competitors in this second heat. A reminder, we only need 4 for the final, so there's only 1 person to go out. And I don't think it's going to be either of these fellas, because these are outstanding athletes. Arjono Tarihoran of Indonesia, silver medalist in the 400 metres, so he's got very good strength and pace. But Mohammed Faisal Aidil was the gold medalist in the 100 metres, and is surely red-hot favourite to go through from this heat. And I think we're going to look at broken games records again in this competition. I think come the final, this fella can go underneath that games record, and we've already seen Hanafia able to do the same. So there aren't that many competitors in the T12 category, but the quality is outstanding. Just a reminder, if you missed the instruction earlier, these are visually impaired athletes, or athletes with visual impairment, but they're not completely blind. And new games record confirmed. It's been round up to 23:40 from Hanafia, and that 23:82 from Somdek is a pretty good run as well. And even Ganjar Jatnika 24:74. We need to look at the times. These 2 competitors have got to go inside 24:74 to qualify for the final. But for these 2, I don't think that's a big problem. Neither of them running with a guide. They have very limited vision, but they can see a little. They can see enough for them to negotiate their way around the track, and of course if they can run without the guide, that's a big plus.
This is the 8th ASEAN Para Games. Please be reminded, National Stadium is a smoke-free facility. And also, we urge you to help keep our games as clean as possible by disposing of all litter in the right bin. You can also get some great ABG merchandise all over the main stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Heat 2, men's 200 meters T12. Here are your athletes. In lane 3, from Indonesia, Arjono Tarihoran. In lane 5, from Malaysia, Muhammad Faisal Aidil Suhaimi. This is Heat 2 of the men's 200 meters T12.
Well, after all the hanging around has finished, they're about to go head to head. The strange thing is it doesn't matter who wins, they've just got to beat the time of 24:74 to make it to the final. However, there will be a lot of bragging rights about winning this particular heat. They go again this afternoon. They're fully warmed up, they'll enjoy having a good run. Mohammed Faisal Aidil, gold medalist in the 100 metres against Harjono Tarihoran, silver medalist from the 400. Well, and on the outside, Mohammed Faisal Aidil has blasted away. Well, he's taken a huge lead, even allowing for the stagger. He's already 6 or 7 metres ahead as they come off the curve. Well, he has enough time to look around and just coasts home. And he's hardly working hard here, and yet look at the time. He's still running 24:94. Well, that's slower than all 3 competitors from the first heat. But given that he beat Harjono Tarihoran, it means that he qualifies for the final, and that's when the business will start. So Harjono Tarihoran just lacking the pace needed to qualify for the final of the 200 metres. The first heat a fair bit quicker than the second one, so the finalists will come 3 from heat 1 and just 1 from heat 2. So that does conclude things on the track for today, for this morning. We've just got some victory ceremonies to come. The 200 metres T44 among them. T44 race we saw earlier in the day. Confirmation there of the result of the second heat from the 200 metres T12 category. And Mohammed Faisal Aidil winning quite comfortably in a relatively slow time, 24.97. All three competitors in the first heat went quicker than that. But he's through to the final, and that's the only thing that counts. So here come the athletes from the T44 category, 200 metres that we saw earlier. The athletes wreathed in smiles, none more so than the Myanmarese gentleman in the middle, Cho Cho Win, his second gold medal of the track and field events.
He's accompanied by Mr.
The country's third gold medal in total.
Sports Federation Board of Exco.
A familiar sight of the tracksuits of the Indonesian squad, picking up silver and bronze.
Representing Indonesia, Wagio.
So Wagio from Indonesia ran in lane 2. Tall, rangy athlete, ran 25.6 flat. Enough to give him bronze medal.
Silver medalist from Indonesia, Rashidi.
Also from Indonesia, Rashidi, running in lane 8, 25.42. What was a very, very tight contest. Sutis Wamsamut of Thailand fought them all the way, was unlucky to miss out on a medal.
Gold medalist and 8th ASEAN Para Games champion from Myanmar, Cho Cho Win.
Well, it's the third time he's been on the podium, and it's the second time he's been in the middle, taking the gold medal. Proud moment for Cho Cho Win, surely the Burmese athlete of the track and field meet. Marvellous performance and a super run. 24.74. The smile speaks volumes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Myanmar. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your medalists for the men's 200 meters T44.
So for the third time in the National Stadium we hear the Burmese national anthem, and for the second time it's to celebrate the victory for Chaw Chaw Win. Two golds and a bronze makes him one of the most successful athletes in the Games so far. Silver and bronze to Indonesia, who are having an outstanding competition. Well, there were always 4 athletes in this race. There they are, lanes 2, 3, 5 and 7. Sorry, yes, 5 and 7. But it was this fella, Chaw Chaw Win, stormed away from the field. Rashidi gave chase but never looked like getting level with him. Wagio did well as well, and spare a thought from Sutis Wamsamut. Battled them all the way but just missed out on a medal. But no doubt in the best runner in the field, Chaw Chaw Win, winner of the gold medal. Now here's confirmation of the long jump results, and I think Singaporean viewers will be delighted to see the name of Suhani Suhairi in there in second place, a jump of 6.66. Look at the margin of victory. He won by 1 centimetre. Obviously he didn't win outright because up top there, Abdul Latif Romli of Malaysia with a new Games record of 7.43 won the gold medal, but Singapore pick up their second silver medal of the Games, of the track and field Games I should say. So Suhairi Suhani, silver medal.
With a distance of 6.66 meters. Let's look to the screen now to find out a little more about Suhairi.
Well, the live events have finished on the screen for the morning. We've just got a couple more victory ceremonies to bring you. Next one up will be the T38 200 meters final. Of course, that took place early this morning, 9:20 to be precise, and the race was won by the very impressive Haridas of Malaysia. To say a bit of a shock in that result, because I've just noticed, I've been given the results now, that Suyono, the veteran Indonesian who actually finished in second place, has been disqualified, and the disqualification is for the guide crossing the line ahead of the runner. I think I'll have to check on that one. We have had that regulation before. Just need to check.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's discus throw F34.
Technical problems there, getting the athletes into the stadium.
Welcome your medalists. The medals will be presented by Mrs. Fawzia Saleh, Chef de Mission, Brunei. Bronze medalist representing Malaysia, Adarin Madrid. Silver medalist representing Vietnam, Go Van Tong.
Good silver medal there for Vo Van Tung, 22 metres, 82 centimetres. Pushed very close for the gold medal position.
Gold medalist and champion of the 8th ASEAN Para Games, representing Brunei, Alihan Muda.
Alihan Muda, 23 metres 82, winning by a complete metre, so it's a good effort on his part, winning the discus. And as far as I can see, that's the second gold medal for his country, Brunei. Takes their total medal tally to 7. The second gold medal for Brunei, and it's Alihan Muda who's brought it home for his country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Brunei. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your medalists for the men's discus throw F34.
So it's been a good morning for two of the countries with fewer successes so far. We earlier heard the Burmese national anthem for Cho Cho Win, and now for Alihan Muda of Brunei. A proud moment for him as he drapes his country's flag, and the Malaysian flag squeezing in on the side there. I have to say Alihan Muda doesn't look entirely happy about that, but he's accommodating the bronze medalist as well. That was the winning throw. Distance of 23 metres and 82 centimetres. A prodigious effort from a seated position. Congratulations to Alihan Muda and to the other competitors. Spare a thought for Davis Machang from Malaysia, who finished in 4th place. If he hadn't been in the contest, then no bronze medal would have been awarded. So that's the true spirit of the games.
Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony for the men's 200 meters T38.
Well, here come the athletes for the medal ceremony for the men's 200 metres classification T38, and I can confirm that in fact there has been a disqualification. Siono, I was a bit mystified by the information I was given earlier, which suggested that he was disqualified because his guide had crossed the line ahead of him, and the reason I was a bit mystified was that he's not in the T1 or T11 category, so there was no guide, but he was disqualified for running out of his lane.
Bronze medalist representing Thailand, Damkung Wongnomtapon.
So Damkong is promoted from 4th place to take the bronze medal. His time of 27.28, and obviously Siono's misfortune is Damkong's good fortune. Very surprising to see a runner disqualified for running out of his lane when running in lane 2, but if you step across the line and the officials see it, then they have to apply the rules. And we've had some quite high-profile disqualifications in this competition. Amir Firdaus Jamaluddin thought he was going to win the bronze medal, but ends up taking the silver. He'll be quite happy about that, although I'm sure he'll feel sympathy for Suyono. Every athlete feels sympathetic. Just marginal the amount that you move out of your lane, but if you run out of your lane, then you're disqualified. That's the rules. So Amir Firdaus Jamaluddin, 25.86.
And gold medalist, an 8th ASEAN Paragames champion from Malaysia, Krishna Kumar Haridas.
But this is the man of the moment, Haridas, 25.68. It's not a new games record, but that doesn't matter. It's his 3rd gold medal. A magnificent achievement. And Haridas becomes only the 4th athlete in the 8th Paragames to achieve 3 gold medals.
Please rise for the national anthem of Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your medalists for the men's 200 meters T38.
Well, congratulations once again to Haridas, one of the athletes of the games so far. Gold and silver for Malaysia. And looking at the updated medals table, that's pulled Malaysia level with Indonesia at the top. Well, that's the athlete, oh, you could see just on the curve there, I could see that indeed Siono did step inside the lane straining for everything he could. This was such a close race, and the veteran, well, he will know that he stepped inside his second lane, not at this stage, obviously in the straight it is of no significance, but on the curve I think I clearly saw that he stepped inside the lane, and the disqualification is appropriate. Harsh, but those are the rules. So Malaysia having a wonderful competition all round and a super morning. They've picked up 2 golds. They've got 23, the same as Indonesia. Thailand have picked up 1. They're on 18. Myanmar have gained 1. They're on 3. And Brunei have doubled their gold medal tally to 2.
F54 and 55 finals. After all 8 finalists completed their turns, in the lead we have, representing Thailand, Pongpet Chaitongrat with the longest distance of 5.45 meters. Following closely behind in second and third place from Vietnam, Nho Thi Lan Tan from...
Well, so let's take a look back at the events of the morning, and that was perhaps the magic moment of all. That magnificent long jump, a new Asian record. We've had plenty of 200 metres, and we've had disappointment for that man, disqualified for running out of his lane. We've had some success for Singapore, a second silver medal from this young man in the long jump, and that was his successful jump. He won the silver by the narrowest of margins, just 0.01 centimetres. Well, we've had a great track athlete, Lee Van Man, the Vietnamese, and we've had a great deal of emotion. There it is, it means such a lot to everybody. We've had qualification, we've had finals, we've had youngsters, we've had older men, we've had activity on the track and in the field. I'm Jamie Reeves, thank you very much for joining me again this morning. Make sure you tune again for this afternoon, where we have more events coming up as follows. We've got shot put, discus and high jump. The 2 discus competitions will be run simultaneously, as will the 2 high jump competitions. We're going to focus on the discus. And the men's 200 metres T11 final is scheduled for 3:15. We've got the slightly delayed start today again. 2:45 are the first field events, 3:15 the first of the track. That's followed by the T45-46 final for 200, the T47 final for 200, the T12 final for 200, and then the T53 final for the 200. Those are all men's events, and they're running almost back to back. Then over to the ladies, the women's 400 metres T11, the women's 400 metres T12. That takes us through till 5:10. We've got one more 400 metre from the ladies, the T53-54 wheelchair race, that's at 5:20. And then the final race of the day, another 1500 metres race, the T12 for the men. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you'll be back for the afternoon action.